Dear students, in my previous videos I have already covered limit state of collapse, that is flexure, okay, in which I have covered what are the basic assumptions that are to be taken, what do each and everything in the assumptions actually mean to us. And then after that I covered what do we mean by under reinforced section, over reinforced sections and all. There was one small topic that was left in between, that is basically stress block parameters. Stress block parameters. Now what are these stress block parameters? Stress block parameters are see what we have already talked about in my previous video regarding the assumptions of reinforced concrete design. I have already talked about the limit state of collapse, that is flexure. We were talking about section 38. Okay. In this section 38, I have talked about what does these assumptions mean. The thing that was left in this particular in my previous video was this particular thing. Area of stress block is 0.36 FCK/XU. Depth of the compression, center of the compressive force is 0.42 XU. Now the thing is, from where did we get all these magic parameters? Okay. So what I am trying to say is that we have this as a concrete stress block. Now what do we mean by, first of all, the concrete stress block? See, if I am having a reinforced concrete element, a beam you can say, the width of the beam is B, depth of the beam is D, and it is reinforced on the tension side by some reinforcement. Okay. So what we will get is, after analysis we will get the depth of the neutral axis. There is a neutral axis. Above the neutral axis there is compression in the system. Below the neutral axis there is tension in the system. Okay. Now as far as the assumption, one assumption here, the tensile strength in concrete is ignored. So it means if I try to draw the stress strain diagrams, if I first of all draw the strain diagram, as you move away from the neutral axis you will have increase in strain. Again, as you move away from the neutral axis on the downward side also you will have increase in strain. So this is the maximum strain in concrete, isn't it? And at this point, at this level, we will have some strain in steel. We will call this as strain in steel. Okay. Now, for corresponding to this strain, there will be stresses in the system. And code has already told us that stress strain curve for concrete in compression is parabolic followed by rectangle. From where do I get this? I have got this from assumption C. The relationship between compressive stress distribution in concrete and strain in concrete may be assumed to be rectangular, trapezoidal, parabolic. Acceptable stress strain curve is given in figure 21. So the acceptable stress strain curve is given here. Okay. So it is parabolic till the strain of 0.002 and then it becomes rectangular till the strain of 0.0035. Okay, clear? So this particular curve, when it is drawn with respect to depth of the section, the curve becomes, it will be parabolic initially and then it will be followed by rectangular. So this stress curve, this is stress diagram. This stress curve for concrete is basically called stress block for concrete. So it is concrete stress block. Now what are the basic parameters that I am talking about in this concrete stress block is, if let us say I draw the block individually. So I have this concrete stress block. Okay. This is the depth of neutral axis XU. The parameters that I just want is how much will be this maximum stress, how much will be the area of this particular stress block so that I get the maximum compressive force that is generated by the stress block. Then what will be the CG of this particular compressive force from the top of the member. Now, what does the code say? Code says that this particular value will be 0.446 FCK. Then code says the area of stress block will be 0.36 FCK. So average compressive stress will be 0.36 FCK. Then the code says the distance of the center of the compressive stress from the extreme fiber will be 0.42 XU. So the code says that this value will be 0.42 XU. Now my question is, from where did I get these three parameters? 0.446 FCK, 0.42, 0.36. Are these some magic numbers or is there some calculation involved at the back of it? Yes, there is a calculation involved at the back of it. Let me just go through that calculation. Okay. Now, first of all, from where did I get 0.446? 0.446, the explanation is very simple. The code has already said that the stress strain curve for concrete will be parabolic followed by a rectangle. It will be parabolic till a strain of 0.002. It will be rectangular till a strain of 0.0035. So this is stress, this is strain. Then this value, maximum stress in concrete, is taken as FCK. Now the code further says that we will reduce this value. The code further says that instead of taking this curve, we will reduce the curve to this by making it multiplying it with a factor of 0.67. So code says that instead of taking this root, we will take this root and we will take this as 0.67 FCK. Now why this factor of 0.67? Because this FCK, this strength of concrete, we got it in cubes. Now in actual structural elements, you will not be having cubes. You will be having a flexural member. You will be having a member that is different from a cube. So in order to compensate for the change in stresses that is there in cube and in other structural elements, the code says we will reduce the value of FCK by multiplying it with the factor that is 0.67 FCK. Then further, we reduce this factor here by dividing this particular system by a factor of safety. I have already provided in my previous videos, this factor of safety is taken as 1.5 for concrete. So 0.67 divided by 1.5 actually gives you 0.446 FCK. So maximum stress in concrete can be taken as 0.446 FCK. It is not FCK. It is the maximum strength of concrete when taking 28-day strength of concrete when taking it with cubes. Okay. This is the maximum stress that we assume that the concrete structural element will take. Okay. So this number is clear to you now. Now I am basically talking about from where do I get this number. Okay. For this I need to find out how much is the area of this block. That is, I want to find out the area of, this is the parabolic portion, this is the rectangular portion. I want to find out the area of OABCD. So it will be nothing but area of the parabolic part, that is OAD, plus area of the rectangular part, that is this. Okay. So I know area of the rectangle will be simply this width into the depth. And the area of the parabolic part will be 2/3 of this width into the depth. Okay. So I need to find out how much is this depth and then how much is this depth. Okay. So these two depths I can obtain by taking the help of the strain diagram of concrete. I know the code has already given that the strain diagram of concrete will be linear. till this particular parabolic region, the strain can be 0.002 and the maximum strain can be 0.0035. Okay. So it means if I want to get the depth of the parabolic part, I can take the help of a similar triangle. Okay. So this is basically XU. Clear? I want to get the depth of this part OA. So it is very simple. OA upon XU. This is equal to 0.002 upon 0.0035. So OA is 0.002 upon 0.0035 into XU. You do the calculations, OA portion will be 4 by 7 of XU. So this depth is 4 by 7 of XU. The other depth will be AB will be, it means XU minus 4 by 7 XU, that is it is 3 by 7 XU. So this depth is coming out to be 3 by 7 XU. Is it okay? Now once this is done, it means the area of stress block will be area of OAD portion, that is parabolic portion, plus area of ABCD, that is rectangular portion. So area of rectangular portion first of all. Area of rectangular portion will be 0.446 FCK into 3 by 7 XU. Okay. So it means it is 0.446 FCK into 3 by 7 XU. Area of this parabolic portion. Area of the parabolic portion, it is 2/3 of base into height. So 2/3 of base is this, height is this. So this value is nothing but 0.446 FCK only. So it means it is 2/3 of 0.446 FCK into 4 by 7 XU. Is it okay? So you do the calculations. You will get the value as 0.36 FCK into XU. Okay. So it means this particular area of this stress block is 0.36 FCK is stress. If I want to get the force, I will multiply it with the area on which this stress is acting. So this stress is acting on this area, that is this area. That is XU into B. So therefore, in order to convert this stress into force, I will simply be multiplying it with this particular factor. Is it okay? Clear? So this parameter is not a magic number. It has come with the simple calculations of calculating the area of stress block. Okay. Now the third parameter that is now required is I want to find out the depth of the CG of this particular stress of this force from the top. Okay. Again, in order to do that, I know I have a parabola followed by a rectangle. I know the depth of this parabola is 4 by 7 XU. The depth of this rectangle is 3 by 7 XU. This is 0.446 FCK. Let us say that this rectangular portion is A1. This parabolic portion is A2. Let us say the CG of this particular total is at a distance of Y1 bar from the top. Okay. So it means, as you know from the CG, formula of CG, it is A1 Y1 plus A2 Y2 upon A1 plus A2. Where what is Y1? The CG of this particular system, of this rectangle from the top. That is, this is Y1. The CG of this particular system, that is parabola, from the top only, that is Y2. Okay. So let me get the values. A1 is rectangular portion. Okay. So it is A1 is 0.446 FCK into 3 by 7 XU into, it will be lying at the center. So distance of this particular rectangle from the top will be half of 3 by 7 XU. Isn't it? Plus area of the parabola. Area of the parabola we already have known that 2 by 3 base, that is 0.446 FCK, into height is, that is 4 by 7 XU. Okay. Now the CG of this parabola from its own base, it lies at a distance of 3 by 8 of the height. So 3 by 8 of the height means 3 by 8 of 4 by 7 XU. Okay. Then from the top it will lie at 3 by 7 XU is this side. So this is 3 by 7 XU plus this factor, that is 3 by 8 of 4 by 7 XU. Okay. So it means into this particular distance from the top, it is 3 by 7 XU plus 3 by 8 times 4 by 7 XU. Okay, clear? Divided by total area. Now in the previous one we have already calculated the total area to be 0.36 FCK into XU. So I will divide this system by 0.36 FCK into XU. Okay. So you complete the process, find out all the multipliers, what you will get is at the end the value on this particular system. So in this, FCK will get cancelled from whole of the system. You will get the answer only in terms of XU. Okay. So it is coming out to be 0.416 XU. The code takes it equivalent to 0.42 XU. Okay. So this is the reason why the code has given that distance of CG of this particular compressive force from the top will be taken as 0.42 XU. So these are the stress block parameters, how they are calculated, what is the logic behind taking these numbers. Okay. Thank you so much. I'll come up with another video that will be now related to the design of the systems. Thank you.